Hello Model Railroaders, I'm Dave. Welcome back to well, I guess it's not really a deconstruction quickie video as everything's been deconstructed on the layout. I guess this is more of a prepping the layout for moving video. As I had discussed, I had to figure out a way to take the upper and lower modules and bring them together so that the inner track, which would be here on each module, is protected, as well as dealing with what I can do to protect the tortoises from getting damaged and knocked around. So this is what I've come up with. The odd bit of track in relation to the helix that I could kind of tuck into a module I have, as you can see on this piece. It's just screwed in at the bottom and is holding things there. But what I've done is taken some 5-6 inch blocks, countersunk some holes in them, and then drilled them in, or screwed them in, I should say, into each end of the setup here, or each module. I did find that one in the center was insufficient, that there was still a lot of flex between the two sections, and I was worried about track damage. So I had to go with 4 per module. And what I end up doing is, where there's no track at the corners, just slipping in a piece of 1x4 as a spacer on each corner, and then clamping a piece on, screwing it to the top, and then screwing it to the bottom section, and then just repeat that 3 more times. And then I'm taking the backdrop and flipping it so that the painted side is in towards the module, and I'm covering up whatever's the most sensitive on each side. So like in this case, even though I can't cover all of that piece of track up, I'm hoping that it's tucked far enough inside that it won't get damaged. But you can see there's the light section there, and on this piece hopefully you can see the tortoises that are, if I can bend that out a little bit, get some light in there, the tortoises that are in that section. And again, there's nothing on this side that needs a shield, so I'm hoping that the 1/8 inch masonite there will provide a good enough shield. Now, I have not weighed these yet, but I'm guessing they're probably going to be in and around, I'm going to guess between 55 and 60 pounds a piece. I will share what the weight is once I start weighing them, but I'm going to do that prior to taking them out to the garage to stack them up for the moment. But I thought I would, as I've done a few now and I've kind of got the procedure down, just kind of show you the results. Helix, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to secure them. I'm thinking of trying, this is some stuff that I ended up ripping on the table saw quite a while ago. I'm guessing it's just over 1/4 inch by I got a tape measure right here. Let's see what we're looking at. So 1.5 inches by, I'm going to say 1/4 inch. 1.5 inches by 1/4 inch. So I'm thinking I may be able to brad nail it, instead of using screws, use the brad nails into the edge of the plywood, because that's only 1/2 inch plywood, which is, of course, less than 1/2 inch. and then do something similar to what I've done here, but use that in the brad nails, and I should be able to hopefully pull that out. But I may yeah, I'm just thinking I'm going to have to appropriately space it. I may actually even use the chop saw to cut some strips and actually brad nail little blocks of wood with that in mind to separate the modules. I guess there's two ways of doing it: having the two sections with that strip brad nailed in on the side, or taking a blocks and brad nailing them in from the back into the block, and then laying the other piece on top with the track facing in, and then nailing down from that one into the block. I don't know which one's going to be more viable. Probably that one would survive the shipping better. And that way I'm not worrying about brad nails hitting the meat here. So that may be what I have to do, is just chop down some strips, measure what my distance is so that it's a half decent sized block, and then just take some 1x4 and chop it down and see what I can accomplish. I don't really want to, with it being cold and snowy out, I really don't want to be ripping stuff on the table saw, which I know with the grain going this way would provide me better, like say the grain was running this way and it's 3.5 inches long, I would probably have better brad nailing, or less probability of splitting the wood when I pop the brad nails into it otherwise. But again, I've got to get it out, so I don't want it so secured. So yeah, it's just one of those, what's going to be the better way to do it. I'm just have to figure that out. However, I just wanted to throw you a quick video up as far as the packing progression, how that's going. All the helix perimeter base is all screwed together. I can get by with one on those because they're butting up flush against each other instead of gapped. But I'll see if I can get in here at all with the camera so that you can see the gap there, so everything's standing off. Here's a good shot there. I think that everything is standing off quite well at that thickness, that I won't have any real issue. And here's a bumper even, and it's coming close, but it's not touching the other track. It's still slightly separated above, so I'm fairly confident that, barring them dropping it off the back of the truck, that my tortoises and everything should travel well. I just really don't want to disconnect 3 dozen tortoises thereabouts and package them up and then have to try and reinstall them all in the right location. If as much as I can keep it together, that's going to be my goal. So about 9 more sections, I believe, to go, and then this will all be secured, and then it's just humping everything out of the room so that the carpets can be cleaned and shampooed to get them nice and sparkly. And well, there we are. So it's not quite a quickie video as I'd intended. It's pitching over 10 minutes now. So at this point I'll say that I'm Dave, and hopefully this is giving you some ideas that if you've got to know that you're moving at some point when you start building your layout, that maybe going a somewhat modular design may be beneficial for you. And you know, I'd consider my layout a very large layout as far as a home layout goes, at you know, 28 feet long by 5, 9, 15 feet at the helix, and this end was 9 feet. So we'll see how it ends up shipping and getting to the new house when everything finishes. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm Dave. Bye for now.